morning.
Good morning.
Had a nice little warm-up already this morning.
Yeah.
We've got some things on display as a spoiler alert to what we're going to be talking about today.
Yep.
We've got...
Our second 9 a.m. alcohol podcast.
Yeah. How does this keep happening? I don't know.
What better way to start a day?
Exactly.
I completely agree.
Yeah. So this morning and today, we've got 21 minutes with Stephan de Beer. Did I say that right?
That's perfect.
Jerry Stephan. Did I say that right?
Stephan, yeah.
Stephan, thank you. The men who've tasted over 1 million wines, probably. That's
Well, we
probably
tried to
right.
work it out yesterday, but it's like close to...
Probably more at 250,000.
250,000.
But, you know.
Okay. I mean,
Oh, 500,000.
who's
Anything
counting?
over 100K.
After last night, it's pretty close to a million.
I love it. So we're super excited. In case, spoiler alert, the accent hasn't already given it away. We've got one of the premier winemakers of South Africa with us. Tell us just a little bit about the vineyard and the brand.
Twee Jonge Gezellen, yeah. So it's pretty much the second oldest family-owned farm in South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
We specialize in Cap Classique, method champenoise, if you would call it that. So it's pretty much a copy and paste of champagne just in South Africa.
A better version, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would like to think that. We've got the sunshine. So.
I love it.
Fair.
Fantastic. So, kick us off. Tell us a little bit about how you got into winemaking and why this particular vineyard.
But that's a long story.
Mm-hmm. What was the moment that you were like, I think this is going to be my jam?
When I was a little boy, actually in school, I used to make ginger beer in my mom's kitchen and sell it to the local winery. My dad worked for the winery.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
That's
oh my God.
amazing.
Yeah.
That is
And
awesome.
I used to get those guys drunk, and I was like, I want to do that.
This is fun. That makes
That
sense.
is great.
Yeah.
Your
I
mom
love
sounds like a cool lady. That's
Yeah.
sweet.
Right? And ginger beer already?
ginger beer.
Okay, so this is...
Fermentation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in your blood.
Well,
Interesting.
yes.
Yeah,
cool.
metaphorically and literally.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And so Jerry, you obviously walk hand in hand with South African wines, and you've been doing it for a handful of years.
A handful.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
30-some years.
Yeah. And so why South African wines?
For me, it's the people. It's the personality behind the wines. I've represented a lot of wineries over my career in Oregon and Napa Valley in Australia, and they were all wonderful people as well. But there was something magical in South Africa that
Drew you
became
in.
super passionate about.
Yeah.
It's guys like Stephan de Beer behind the label that makes me that excited about the resulting product and makes it easier for me to take it to the marketplace.
Yeah. I love that. And I know enough about wine to know that I like it. And
What do you drink?
yes.
What-
Today
what-
I'm going to have all four of these,
Yeah.
actually.
All right.
Champagne is definitely one of my favorites,
All
so
right.
I'm super excited to cork and pour a couple of these.
Well,
Fantastic.
let's not wait.
Okay, I like that. I like that approach.
I think this one is
While you're doing that, tell us a little bit about, because obviously champagne comes, the varietal comes from France. What is, and this is your version of that grape.
Yeah.
So what's something that you think people just get totally wrong about this type of wine?
A lot of people get confused when they say sparkling wine. You know, what we know as sparkling wine is pretty much a carbonated wine where you pump gas into it. So the price point is slightly lower. What we try to educate the public is that Cap Classique is pretty much the South African version of a method champenoise, which means that we do 2 fermentations. We do one primary, so we pick the grapes, we make the wine, we put the wine in the bottle, and we add some sugar and yeast. This is just like the...
Ooh.
Oh.
Kiss.
I know you wanted the big
So yeah, the bubbles gets created by the second fermentation in the bottle. That is method champenoise. That is champagne, right?
Thank you.
So Cap Classique is pretty much the same thing. we have pretty much the same rules as the champagne guys.
Thanks,
The
Christian.
one rule that we don't have is that we can use any grape variety that we have in South Africa. But thank you, Jerry. This is bringing back memories.
Of 10 hours ago.
Yeah. So yeah, we use Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, which is the two noble champagne varieties, and we use them pretty much in a a ratio of about 70-30% Chardonnay to Pinot Noir in this particular blend. So yeah, to answer your question, it's pretty much we would like to educate the general public to realize that this is a product that's very similar to champagne, but it's just from South Africa.
Yep.
I love that.
So what I'm hearing you say is you just do it better. Similar grape.
Well, we would like to think so. The one thing that South Africa has is a abundance of sunlight. So we have that sunshine, that intense sun, which is very favorable for vegetative growth. The vegetative growth of the vines. And we specialize in Chardonnay Pinot Noir just like the Champagne guys.
Okay.
So we have something that they don't have, but they again have the chalky soils. We have sandstone soils.
Okay.
So we are very fortunate where this farm is situated to have a very high acidity in our wines, which contribute to the longevity of the wines and the freshness. Yeah.
I
But
have to
technically-
imagine you've sat.
Gesundheit.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
cheers.
You have to
Love
say
that.
it.
So I-
Gesundheit.
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 That's
Yeah.
cheers in Afrikaans.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
I was
Yeah.
gonna sneeze. I have to imagine you've sat around. I'm gonna sip this. I have to imagine that you have sat around the table with some really sophisticated palates, and probably some charading as sophisticated.
Yeah.
What are some of the weirdest things people have told you they taste in the wine?
There's plenty, soil and rotten leaves and all sorts of stuff. Not in my wine, though. Not
Sure.
like in wine. But no, whatever. So this is the nice thing about wine. Whatever you smell and it triggers something in your brain, it's not wrong. If you smell mushrooms or you smell, in this particular wine, if you smell like citrus and lemon and a little bit of like that sea breeze, like when a wave crashes, you get that sea mist breeze. If you smell that and it triggers something in your brain and you say it, it's not wrong. But don't be ridiculous. Like, fucking smell earthworms and shit like that.
Right.
So,
I always
Yeah.
like the descriptor tar. It's like, how many people have tasted tar?
yeah. It's like red paint.
That's
Yeah.
that is having like grown up drinking wine my whole life and like knowing enough to commentate on what I'm tasting. That is exactly how my girlfriend tastes wine.
Yeah.
So she'll just draw on the ridiculous,
Yeah.
and it doesn't bother me. I just have fun with it.
Yeah.
You just gotta have fun with it until
Yeah.
until you hit tar and you're like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Too far.
Yeah.
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 I just like to guess. I'm like, it's lemony.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. We have lemony. It's if you actually smell lemon,
Yes.
then you're on the right track.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I love that.
Pretty much.
We had a distillery on not long ago, and they distilled one of their gins with fish, mullet. In fact,
No
Smoked
ways.
mullet, yeah.
smoked mullet.
What?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Right.
That's
and so
rad.
I'm always
Yeah.
curious, that sort of the background here of how you got to where you got and what people are telling you they're experiencing through the wine, because there are a lot of notes in the soil and the atmosphere, that you may not necessarily think about. Tell us a little bit about maybe a rule of winemaking that you think is complete garbage.
There's actually a few. I think there's like when you sit in a place and you have these conversations where with a bunch of wine people and these things comes up.
Yeah.
The one thing is like the flute, especially when we're drinking Cap Classique.
Yes.
I think the flute is the worst type of glass for
I couldn't agree more.
Ooh, that's a hot take. I
Yeah.
mean, that is like very rooted in.
Yeah, so if I go to a restaurant and I order a glass of champagne or Cap Classique, and they bring it in a flute, I'll ask for a white wine glass. Just pour it in a white wine glass.
Yep.
The flute is designed so you can actually see the traveling of the bubble all the way to the top. It's a beautiful glass. It's a nice thing, but it does not do the wine any favors.
It's performative.
Yeah, it's performative. You need a glass that actually opens up the wine. So that's one of the things. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I'm glad you got a wide open.
It's like I knew.
This is perfect. You know, this is like the Marie Antoinette cup size. You know?
Oh my gosh.
That's great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's an old adage, right? Like you should start with the best wine and save, you know, the other stuff, the back of the drawer cabinet for the end. Do you subscribe by this? Do you think you should drink the best one first?
My handle on my WhatsApp, my what do you call it?
Your names.
Your motto?
The story beneath your I'm available or whatever. I'm not so tech savvy, but whatever. I put it down as life's too short, drink the best wine first. So that's
I love
my
that.
motto. Yeah,
Great.
I have some wines in my wine rack that I'm like, I'm gonna save that for a special occasion. But if we buy wine, I usually open it and drink it. That is, life's too short. Drink the best wine first.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more.
I always just recommend Krone.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that's best wine first.
There you go.
Always
Still
start
the
the
same
day with the
recommendation.
best wine first, even if it has bubbles.
That's amazing.
I love that.
I want to talk a little bit about Krone.
Corona, yeah.
Okay, because
It means crown.
It's an E.
Crumb?
Crown.
Crown.
Crown. Yes. Because obviously we're drinking the champagne varietal today, but there are lots of varieties. I want to understand a year maybe that you thought was going to be a total bust and actually wound up being a very good year for the wine.
Jerry.
This is it.
2021.
Really?
Yes. This
Okay.
is special.
Wow.
It was actually a funny story. We had this discussion when we saw the questions, and I was like, this is so weird because I came from Arkansas just before this, and we had the 2023 vintage pouring there. And when Jerry rocked up, he's got the 2021, and I'm like, how is that possible? And then it's so weird. But anyway, so 2021 was a tough year. It was a really tough year. We struggled there was, number one, during flowering, we had a very strong wind, and that's not good. So it's bad for the set of the bunches. And then we had this bad infestation of, a bad case of powdery mildew. And that's not bad. That's not good for the wine.
Right.
So you struggle always. You will struggle with the fermentations. You'll struggle with settling. You will struggle. So I had to phone my clever French, suppliers, and they sorted me out with some products that I can use. And we use like vegan friendly only. We try to farm organically. So it's very difficult if you have a problem like that. So we struggled during the harvest process a lot. We had to use more products. We had to be very careful. I would wake up like 3 o'clock in the morning just to go check if my ferments are going. It's tough. It was really tough. And when we did the blending process and the filtration, we bottled it. I monitored the second fermentation very closely because it was also like a touch and go thing. And you must remember, we don't do small volume. We do like 2 million bottles per year.
Oh wow.
So if that goes down the drain, then I'm a dead man.
You're on the hook.
Anyway, and then it turned out when we kept this wine for about 15 to 18 months on the lease, and we opened it, it was like insane. It was just so pure, so fresh. None of that bad flavors that we suspect would happen. Nothing happened. The wines were perfectly balanced, and we actually use a lower dosage on this wine, so we use like 5 grams per liter of dosage. And it turned out, and this wine actually won a few awards. So
wow,
It's incredible.
Yeah.
all that care that you had to take, actually paid off. That's so cool. Sometimes those 3 a.m. nights are worth it.
Exactly, and I mean that is vintage-only Cap Classique for you. So that is the thing. We only specialize in vintage only. So it is actually kind of a nice thing. We don't want to blend away the story of each vintage because it's so unique. You have a lot of water one year, you have dry one year. So we try to tell each vintage story, per bottle as we make it. So we don't blend away the story. But that has challenges. Some year your Pinot Noir will have a little bit more color. Some year there's no color to do the rosé, and you have to make plans and so it's difficult, but
Part of the artistry.
it's fun.
Yeah.
It's
I
fun.
love this story. Yeah.
It's exciting.
I feel like there's like a tiny little piece of my high maintenance personality that is just loving the extra attention this wine needed to come out in the best possible version.
Yeah.
So
Is this wine you, Brittany?
I think it might be. It's speaking to my soul.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's amazing. Okay, so you almost got there, and I'm curious now to hear and understand what's a wine moment that really moved you emotionally? So something that really reminded you of like why you do this.
Well, every harvest is pretty much the same thing. I love the smell of the grapes, the fermentations. Once that cellar starts up and you can hear the tanks going like, vibrating, and you get that smell of fermenting grape juice.
Yeah.
That is pretty much what makes my hair stand up, gets me excited every day. But if you want one moment, the 2017 vintage for me was a exceptional vintage. Actually got me nominated as a finalist for the winemaker of the year.
Wow,
in South Africa.
that's
So,
big.
the Diners Club, yeah. So I was very proud of the 2017 vintage. It was all vintages has its own challenges, but yeah, pretty much when you go on a Saturday morning and you walk into the cellar and everything is just running smoothly, your ferments are going well, the grapes taste nice, the grapes looks nice. You don't have any hiccups or anything like that. That is pretty much what make me think back. This is why I love making wine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's great.
I figure since we only have 21 minutes,
I
we
mean,
better...
why not? Right?
Down the wire, too. We're down to the wire.
I love it. Jerry's like, we've got more wine to drink. So this episode might be slightly longer. Sorry about that.
So will our day.
yeah.
Usually we open with an icebreaker, and I was so excited just to get to know the nuances of the brand. We skipped right over it, so I'm circling back.
That's fine.
I love this question. I think a lot comes out of it. What's a wine that you secretly can't stand but pretend to like in public?
Yeah. So if my wife's gonna watch this, she's gonna be what? What? What are you telling me?
Family secrets.
Yeah, like after all these years, you're telling me this now?
Yeah.
So we have a wine in South Africa called OBS, Old Brown Sherry. So it's pretty much a sweeter style wine, right? It's like a porty type of wine, but it's not port. It's like just sweet, high alcohol, sweet wine.
Yes.
Right? And whenever it's cold, everybody in South Africa goes like, we're going to have some OBS. And you know what? I cannot stand the taste of OBS. I cannot do it.
Because it's too sweet, or the
funny.
flavor profile?
It's just too sweet and it's high in alcohol. It's very strong. So when you take a sip, it does like heat you up because of the alcohol.
Yeah.
Which is why the winter...
Yeah, but I can't stand that. I'm not a big sugar fan.
Yeah.
So I can't stand the sweetness. Sorry. Every time it's like raining and it's icy cold, my wife like, yes, a glass of OBS. And I'm like,
What's your wife's name?
thank you.
Yeah.
Emily.
Sorry, Emily.
Yeah.
Family secrets
Yeah,
out.
but she's a very, very, very good cook, and she uses OBS to cook sometimes. She makes this beautiful pork dish. Yeah,
Okay.
so it's a lovely wine to cook with.
Yes.
That's it.
Well, you've redeemed
right.
yourself. You're allowed to come home now with
Yeah,
arms
you're a
wide
great
open.
cook with OBS.
Do you want to try your Afrikaans again? Gesundheit?
Gesundheit.
That's German.
Cheers. And
It's
this is
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
This is the rosé.
Yeah. So
Yes.
this is a rosé. It's got like a little bit more Pinot Noir in it. So in the 2021, it was actually a high percentage Pinot Noir, but over time we started
That's
increasing
so
the
good.
Chardonnay in the rosé a little bit, because the Pinot Noir actually, in my opinion, ages two times faster than Chardonnay. The evolution process of the Pinot Noir is quicker. So the longevity for me is important. So I increased a little bit the Chardonnay. So we currently on the 2023, we're about 60-40. Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of, I think that is like still a 90% Pinot Noir and 10% Chardonnay.
Okay. This is like poolside cabana.
Oh, yeah, delicious.
like
Absolutely delicious.
Beautiful Sunday afternoon
Yep.
in the sun wine.
So we're down to 10 seconds. This happens too quickly.
We're officially in overtime.
We're in overtime, and we might even have more of an overtime today because I saw that you brought a Saber.
Yeah.
That's our note.
And so you've been sabering wine.
Every bottle last night.
That is
It's
great.
kind of our evening ritual.
Okay.
Should
we saber a bottle
Let's
of
do
wine
it.
here?
You're going to do it.
Wait, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna do
Yeah.
it,
Alright.
Brittany.
Okay.
We're gonna wrap this up with Brittany savoring a bottle of wine.
Just to be
I
clear,
love
I've got
this.
all 10 digits right now, everyone.
Yeah.
So
Count your fingers.
in case, this is we're just going to write this down.
Right.
Love
So I have two good teachers. We're just going to give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Let's
do
go.
it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
Of a bottle like this is where the C meets the neck.
Okay.
So that's where you.
That lip is what I'm going
Yeah, you're going for that lip, and you're going for like
straight away.
Sinner in the U.S. Open with the backhand.
My golf game is terrible. So
That's tennis.
yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. The U.S. Open. Yeah. All right. Okay. So
Golf
You-
isn't open, no? Okay.
golf doesn't have a backhand, All right. So you just go like all the way through,
Okay.
and just a smooth motion.
Okay.
All right.
All right. You make it sound so easy.
It is.
All right. So
Okay.
I'm gonna drop. Okay.
Just hold it like
this.
Like mute
that.
Child hands.
And
Unmute them.
you have to do it there,
Like that.
right there,
Okay.
and
so
try to keep it like this,
Like
and then
this.
go like that.
one foul swoop.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
Just slide and slide it on the bottle, right?
Yeah.
Slide it on the
Okay.
bottle.
Okay. So start here.
Yeah,
and
but slide it on the bottle.
then-
Don't.
quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go. Just go. You did it.
Wow.
That was good.
Now keep on.
Good job.
Great. I'm really impressed with myself.
I'm guessing you're gonna buy one of these nice, and this is the only way you're gonna open champagne.
Yeah.
Yeah, where do I
That's a
purchase
nice-
this?
Well done.
Do we need one hanging in the office?
Our office should have one.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah.